dears, it's Aishling Mooney, Angel Intuitive, author of the book Angels Are With You. Delighted to be here today. I'm just going to give everybody a moment to find me on the page. Hello everybody. Running, yes, so this week, next week we're going to be opening officially the Angel Power Masterclass. Hello everybody that's joining me. I'm going to start in just a minute. I'm going to give everybody a chance to just find me on the page. Love you all. So great to see everybody here today. I'm going to just make sure that I'm live in the group. Let me see. Okay. I'm live. Hello, China. How are you, my darling? Lovely to see you. Hi, Louise. Hi, Susan. Hi, everybody. Post in the chat and say hello so I know that you're here. Lovely to see you all. So I'm going to pick a card for us just before I'm going to pick one of Muriel's cards. Muriel is in the Angel Circle membership and she has created these beautiful cards with her own verse and poetry. So yesterday I came on this call and I was completely frazzled. I was completely frazzled. So, and I pulled one of Muriel's cards and it was really helpful. Okay. So this is a very interesting card. I'm going to actually pull. I'm going to read this card. It's very interesting. I'm here, Louise. Lovely to see you. Hi, Maria. Hello. So look at this interesting card. So there's a beautiful soul here and there's a tower. Makes me think of, we've all been indoors for how long? A year and a half now. I think things are starting to open a little bit in Ireland and the UK and around the world and here in Italy. So the verse is, the tower. I build myself a tower. Will I stay there all my life? Will this prison keep me safe, away from strife and danger? Something yearns inside me, longs for a different freedom from the masks I hold so tight. Let me know my own true self, the beauty held within me, that light that is divine. So this is absolutely such a beautiful card because I think it's time for us to, obviously restrictions are being lifted around the world. I know there are still some countries in lockdown and experiencing challenges and difficulties, but most of you here watching this, the restrictions are being lifted in your countries. And this card is about, it's time to get outside. It's time to get outside into nature, to reconnect with the animals and the beings out there and the birds, and remember that this is a beautiful planet. Despite everything that's happened in this last year, there are still beautiful things happening on this earth, and we owe it to ourselves to get back outside, to meet new people and meet old friends and family again. So reconnect. So I just posted there in a message to someone, a message that was literally sent to me a second, and I forwarded it to somebody else that needed it, and it was about it was, I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was more or less, we don't miss the material things, we miss human connections. That's what we really miss. So this card is just a reminder for all of you, for me as well, to just make the rest of this year, for as much as you can, about reconnecting with others. So yeah, absolutely beautiful card. This morning I was online looking at flights to Ireland. And then I thought, you might as well look at flights to Euro Disney and see if that's open. So it's like, allow yourself to have a little bit of a dream for the rest of this year. Who would you like to visit? Where would you like to go? It can be somebody down the road, but it can also be good friends that you haven't seen for a while. Maybe you need to get on a plane and go and visit. So I'll be hosting a retreat as soon as I possibly can. I'm not sure if it's going to be this year. We'll see. Maybe the autumn, or if not, early spring 2022, the magical year. So I hope that that's useful, a good start for us today. Thank you. Muriel Roberts is the creator of this beautiful artwork on these cards. They're just so, this is the one we got yesterday actually, and it was so beautiful. It really helped me to ground myself. And it's lovely to see you too, Alva. Lovely to see you, love. Hi Dee. Hi Anne. Anne, I just forwarded your message to someone. You literally sent it to me and I forwarded it to someone else that needed it. Hi Amanda. Hi Marie. Hi Tina. Hi Kathy. Lovely to see you all. Lovely to see you all. So whether you're watching this live or watching the replay, I want to remind you, before we jump into Q&A, into Ask Your Angels, and I'll choose some oracle cards for as many of you as I can. I want to say that from Monday, I will be live in this group for a whole week, hosting the Angel Power Masterclass. And that's just an opportunity for you, if you wish. You know, I've said this yesterday in the Angel Circle. I was talking to some people that were struggling at the moment. I was struggling this week, so I completely get it. But I said to them, look, just take everything off your plate and treat next week as a retreat week. We have an official retreat coming up for all of our members of the Angel Circle in June, the first week in June. But for this week, just treat it as a retreat. And even if that means you only can get 10 minutes to pop in and watch a video or read a post, or you get a chance to watch a whole live stream, or you get a chance to get your questions answered, your angels, through Angel Oracle cards or my coaching or whatever it is. But just treat next week as a retreat, and like think, okay, I'm on retreat, so I'm going to pop in. Maybe it could be the same time every day, or maybe it could be, right, I need to put the kids in front of the telly for an hour and just, you know, give myself this hour to just tune in and just bring a bit more joy, a bit more connection with other people in this community. So that's from next week. So this is sort of, I'm officially probably opening this space right now. So actually, I'm just going to say that I'm just going to open this space right now for us, starting from now up until Monday the 24th. And also for any of you who are in this Angel Cafe group and you've been thinking about joining us in the Angel Circle membership and community, which is just one of my favorite places online. I'm there every single week with our beautiful community. Hi Muriel, I just posted your cards. I just showed your cards, love, and I just picked a beautiful card. We picked this one. You can go back and listen to the replay. It was really, really poignant for me, especially this morning. So the Angel Circle will also be open from Monday right through to the following Monday. So I'll be posting details about that, and you're welcome to join us. And we'll also host a competition next week. So for one lucky winner, you will get a year in the Angel Circle worth €670. So you get a full year's scholarship to the Angel Circle. So if that's resonating, if you want to get in to that, I will post details over the weekend about how to enter that draw. So let me see what else. So right now we are going to do a very quick sort of very, like, literally 5 minutes connecting with our angels and just setting our intention from now for the rest of this week for the Angel Power Masterclass. So, and I'm going to post, I will put up an official post and ask you to post your intentions, your dreams, what you hope to accomplish. If you have one thing that you want to achieve this week, it could be peace of mind, it could be healing a relationship, it could be healing your physical body, it could be finding a job, it could be finding the love of your life, it could be conceiving a child, it could be starting a new business or a new project. So whatever your intention could be, it can be something small, it can be something big. The angel said to me years ago that it's the same for them if you ask for $1 million, €1 million, £1 million, or where's my $1 million, or where's my lipstick. It's the same. The energy is the same to them. It's us that creates all the blockages and the emotional stuff around those two different requests. So it's you know, it's worth thinking about. If you could have anything you wanted next week, what would that be? What would the one area of your life, if you could shift or change that? And it only takes one area to shift every single area of your life. And what would that one area be? Where would it be? Would it be in your social life? Would it be in your relationships? Would it be in your health? Would it be in your spiritual path? Would it be career? Would it be love life? Where would it be? So we're going to take a quick minute to just connect and set our intention, and then I'm going to jump into questions. So we're going to do questions. So, and just to say that I will do as many questions as I can. I'll choose as many cards as I can. But if you're here, you're going to get some guidance and some information, because every single time I do these lives, and I do them almost every week in the Angel Circle, I get some guidance and something for me. I get a new way of looking at things. It just always helps me. So if you're here, you'll get some guidance. And often people post a question, and then by the time I get to them, they say you've already answered it in responding to other people's questions. So, you know, just realizing that you're here and that you get what you need, exactly what you need today. Your guardian angels are looking after you and making sure that you receive exactly what you need. So we're just going to take a breath, because I really feel like we just need it today, rather than jumping straight into the Ask Your Angels. So just take a breath wherever you are. Take nice 3 deep breaths, and just bring your focus down into your feet and see those thick, strong roots going into the soles of your feet and helping you to feel grounded and relaxed and centered. Hello to everybody that's joined me. If you know anyone that's missing this and they can't see it, just tag them. I think there's a share button somewhere at the bottom of the screen. You can share it with somebody, you can tag somebody. They're probably in this group already. Okay, so breathing and relaxing. I have my granny's mug today. That's from my granny's house in Ireland. I took it, one of the things I took when she passed. So when I drink out of that, I feel like she's near me. So just take a breath, bring yourself fully into this space. You are so welcome. So lovely to have you all here today. It would be nice to see all of your smiling faces. Maybe we'll do a Zoom next week in the Power Masterclass, just to see each other's faces. So just breathing and relaxing, and really bring yourself fully into your feet. Feel yourself grounding. I can feel my feet being grounded now, just after those just few minutes, just focusing on connecting with the earth. I can feel that I am grounding. So allow a healing energy to move up into your legs, all the way up, all up along your spine, up to the top of your head, the back of your head, your forehead, relaxing your face. Smile, that relaxes your face even more. And just feel yourself relaxing. Feel your chest just dropping back, feel your shoulders dropping back and down, opening up your chest muscles here, easing, relaxing, helping you to feel good, my darling. Helping you to feel very relaxed, very peaceful. Absolutely love this. And just breathing and relaxing. And now just taking a moment, just going really fully into your body, being fully present right here in the here and now. We're just going to take a couple of minutes with this. And I want you just to see in your mind's eye, or maybe you just, there's a knowing that this is happening. So what I want you to do is just ask yourself to gently step to the side. So you might notice this as a sensation or a knowing, but just gently ask yourself. So what I usually notice is there's something here in front of me, and I just ask that to move out of the way for the moment. Just ask it to move out of the way. And what's left is you, your pure soul essence. Oh, and now see in front of you your guardian angel. Now you can use your imagination here, and you can imagine the most magnificent or beautiful or funny or fairy-like or masculine, feminine angel, whatever you want. So just use your imagination and see your guardian angel in front of you. You know, you might, some of you might not see, but you might just have a sense that they're in front of you. And just feel above all the pure love that this angel is just pouring down on you, like literally pure love and devotion. And just your guardian angel has walked with you from your first breath, and before that they sat down and worked out your sacred contract, your mission plan, your map for your time on this planet, and they walked with you every single step and breath of your life, and they will continue to walk with you until it's your time to leave this planet and beyond. They are like your best friend in the spiritual realm. Ah, so lucky, and they love you regardless of anything and everything that you think about yourself. They love you, they love you, they love you. So just breathing and relaxing, and now gently asking your guardian angel for just one word. So we're gonna ask, what do I need today? And that word can come from your angel, or it might just come from inside of you. So what do I really, really need today? What do I need? What do you need today? And just allow one word to pop into your consciousness. And now gently asking, and what do I want? What do I want? And just allow one word to pop into your consciousness. What do you want today? What do you want? And just allow that to pop into your consciousness. So you have two beautiful words there. What do you need and what do you want? And now asking your angels. Just take a moment while we're in this beautiful space and think about any area of your life that might be challenging you right now. Whether that's relationships, career, whatever area it is that's bringing up a bit of challenge for you right now. And just, you know, your angel already knows all about it, but you can just take a moment to pour it out, to ask your angels for advice and guidance around anything that might be challenging you right now. So just ask your angels, just pour out your heart, just tell them everything that's on your mind, anything that's worrying you, just let it all out. Just let it all out. Just really just pour out your heart to your angel. And just breathing and relaxing. And if you're watching the replay, you can press pause here and spend as much time as you want. And now asking your angel for some advice or guidance, something that will help you to bring some resolution to this, some support or guidance, some angel message. So just listen very carefully. What's my next step right now? You can ask your angel. What can I do right now? Or what do I need to know right now? And just allow your angel to give you some guidance, some peace. And just breathing and relaxing and taking in that information for yourself, and allow it to just drop down into your heart and thank your guardian angels for that information. And now your guardian angel is going to give you a gift for someone else in this Angel Cafe group. Someone else. So a name or a face might come to mind. So just allow a name or a face to come to mind now, and ask your guardian angel for a gift for that person. And it might be a word, a phrase, a crystal, an image, an object, a feeling, a colour, a sensation. Just allow something to come forward for that person. And allow yourself to receive some information for that person. So ask your angels for more information if you need it. How will this gift help that person? How will this gift help that person? And allow your angel to give you some more guidance and information. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Brilliant. Absolutely wonderful. So just take those gifts for yourself, those words for yourself and for your angels, for the other people in this group. Thanking your guardian angel who is with you all the time. Every breath and step you take on this planet, you have an angel walking with you. You are never, ever alone. Even in the most challenging moments of your life, you have an angel walking beside you. So just breathing into the relief of that. And now gently bringing yourself back into the space. So thanking your guardian angel, give them a hug, whatever way feels appropriate for you, and just finding yourself fully back into your body. So bring yourself down into your hands and into your feet, and stamp your feet, and really bring yourself back into this space. Open your eyes if you close them. And I would love to hear in the comments below the words you got and the messages you got for yourself and for others. I would absolutely love to hear that. And I'll tell you what I got while I'm here. The words for me, what do I need right now, is friendship. That was the word that came through. And one of my good friends, Elizabeth, Liz, popped up almost straight away after I got that word. So really grateful for that. So loads of love to you, Liz. But friendship, and I felt like today I was just looking at flights for Ireland. So I was thinking about making some time for myself to go and actually reconnect with friends that I haven't seen in over a year. So yeah, so friendship came up. And what do I need? When I asked what I need, what I saw is myself sitting on the couch with a warm blanket, watching Netflix with Emily, my little girl. Because there's a few things that we love. We love watching Queer Eye together. Absolutely love those shows. We love watching Once Upon a Time together. So that was what do I want? What do I want and what do I need? So that was what came up for me. So I would love to hear what came through for you in that meditation and that connection. And the message that came through for me when I asked my angels for what do I need to do right now, or what would my next steps be? And it was just take one step at a time, which is really all we can do. You know, the news changes every single day. We really can only take one step at a time. And I was reminded to come back to, you know, we all have this to-do list that's like endless. You know, we all have it every single day. So I was reminded to just go into my to-do list and take out 3 things and just focus on what are the 3 things that I really need, I would really like to bring forward or complete or accomplish today. And that can be in business or life. You know, it doesn't have to be always business. For me, get my passport sorted and then putting up some Facebook posts to tell people that I'll be live next week. So they could be 2 simple things on my list that are really powerful, that could really make a difference. So I'm going to read back through the messages and then I'm going to jump into questions. So, Hi Karen, lovely to see you. Karen got a book for me. Thank you so much. Love that. Let me see. Karen's word was hope. Love that, Karen. And a book for me. Absolutely. I'm going to write that down because I will forget. Thank you, because I am supposed to be writing right now the book for the Oracle cards. The Oracle cards are nearly finished and I need to have a book written before I can send them to the publisher. So thanks, Karen, for that reminder. I'll post, as soon as the Oracle cards are ready, I'll post details and you can go and pre-order them. The release date will probably be 22nd of September. Aishling got the word tech and it was gifted to me to use with ease. Oh, I love that. I love that. Brilliant. Ava received a message for a lady with short brown hair. For Muriel, it was sparkling joy. Love that. Hi, Claire. Hi, Alva. Alva got the words needing love and wanting clarity. I need to go for a walk on the beach. Me too. I swear to God. I live in Italy. It is beautiful. It's the mountains and lakes. But the sea is about 5 hours away and we have a holiday booked in July and I just cannot wait to put my feet in the sea. Small wooden box for Laura. There's a Laura, probably Laura's in this group, but there's also Lauren in the Angel Circle membership. So if you could tag Lauren, I think she'd really appreciate that message of support. Couch Netflix Kids. Couch Netflix Kids Queer Eye. I swear to God, if you haven't watched Queer Eye, go and watch it. You will just, it brings a tear. It's people that go through these personal and physical makeovers and transformations in the space of a week. I think it's 5 days, and these 5 guys that go and spend the 5 days with them, and it is just bring a tear to your eye. You binge watch it. Myra, I need ease and peace. I want peace. Love that. Message from Mary. The color was green. And the message was to reconnect with nature and release any tension, particularly around solar plexus. Love that. Love the specifics of that. Brilliant. Yes, so simple, that meditation. There was a time when I did that every single day for a few months when I could not sit in meditation and I couldn't exercise and I couldn't do whatever I needed to do to bring myself into that focused state. So I just would literally get up in the morning, go down, have my breakfast before the kids woke if possible. And I would open the back door and I would stand at the back door and just say, okay, asking myself to move out of the way. I'm seeing my guardian angel in front of me. What do I need? What do I want? Next step, one next step for today. Like 5 minutes, bang, bang, bang. And I would have a word, a couple of words for the day. So it's so simple. Mary got a Claddagh pendant with a green emerald for Georgia. Love that. Brilliant. Suzanne, you're welcome. Hi, Eileen. Lovely to see you. Another message from Mary. The message was healing. Oh, Marie. Oh, yeah, hopefully come back and watch the replay. I don't know why that's happening. Hi, Susanna. Maureen. Belief and courage. And from Muriel, a big hug. Hi, Michelle. Aishling and the Angelites. Yes. We have named, it was a consensus in the Angel Circle group. We've named us Angel Lights. So we put that together. So you're here, you're an angel light. Tina says, I received the word serenity and I received a gift for Jess, Jessie or Jessica. A pewter octagonal box with a flip lid. Okay, royal blue. Okay, that sounds very specific. So what I'd love you to do, Tina, is go online and see if you can find an image of that and post it in the group and tag, just if you tag me, I'll find the Jessie or Jessica. And Maria got quartz from a deep lake for Anna. Love this. A jewel for deep emotions. Okay, my darling. So, and Susanna got forgiveness and healing. Love that. Okay, my darling. So what I want you to do, I'm going to start doing questions. So just post, and if you have a specific question for your angels and you have some area, be as specific as you possibly can. So if it's about work, just be as specific as you can. The more general the questions, the less likely I'm going to pick that. Michelle says RuPaul or Monty Don for me. I don't know who Monty Don. I'll have to have a look at that, Monty Don. Yeah, I love it. I'll have to have a look. So pop your question. So if you have a question, you want me to pick an oracle card for you, pop your question in the chat, in the comments below. Hi, Lorraine. Welcome. If you know anybody that you think would like to be here, just tag them. There's a share button somewhere around this. And if you have someone that you want to invite to the Angel Power Masterclass next week, you can let them know. I'll post the link above this description. I can't remember what it is right now. Okay, wow, this came out yesterday, this card. Wow. Okay, so this is for Teresa. Am I on the right path with bioenergy? So I guess that's, is that your healing business, Teresa, or is that your personal healing that you're receiving therapy? Can you just give me some clarity on that? Well, this card came out yesterday, and it's honor and trust your feelings. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for supporting, guiding, and protecting me as I listen to and act upon my feelings. Help me understand and express my emotions with love. So this card came out yesterday, and I spoke about this month in the Angel Circle. We're working with the energy of Archangel Uriel, who's a gold angel. That's the color that Uriel comes on for me. And Uriel's name means light of God, or I've just seen recently that it can mean fire of God, God's fire, God's light. So this card, if you look at it, so it's a new business, Teresa. Okay. So this card, if you look at it, the angel is, their heart is this blinding light. We talked about the diamond heart, which is Nicola Parrish, who's here in the thread. That's her healing modality that she's brought in herself, that she's channeled, that she does with clients now, connecting them to the diamond heart healing. And I spoke about how that, that crystal, when the light catches it, that it's reflected in a rainbow colors. So once the light hits a crystal, rainbow colors go out everywhere. And that, I don't know if you can see that card, but that's exactly what's happening with the light of the heart. That as it's moving out of the heart, it's taking on all these different colors, this rainbow of colors. And you can also notice that this angel is sitting in a pyramid shape, which could also be representative of the Merkabah. I talk about this a bit more deeply, but you can go in the Angel Circle, but you can go and Google the Merkabah. And I think we have in here, Aideen Ryan did a Merkabah in the last, connecting with your Merkabah in the last Angel Cafe that we ran last month. So it should be in here somewhere if you want to go and do an actual building your own Merkabah. And it's basically a protective energy center. It can give you energy. It's a battery of energy, but it's also grounding. It can also increase your energy, give you more energy. It's deeply healing. It can be on its own just a very simple practice that you do every day. And I think she brings us through about a half an hour practice, but then explains that you can do it really quickly every day. So that might be worth doing. But so the answer, Teresa, for you based on this card is, yes, you're on the right track with the business. It's going to be, and it probably has been, deeply healing for you personally. And a lot of light workers, spiritual entrepreneurs, begin their business as a light worker by having their own personal or physical health challenges. And when they heal that, they're so excited, they want to get out and share it with the rest of the world. So they go and get their training and their qualifications and their experience, and they set up a business. So you're absolutely on the right track. But just to say, make sure that you get support when you're starting out in a business. In this group, if you Google me and Google spiritual business, if you put in the search engine spiritual business, you'll find some other live streams where I specifically talk about spiritual business and I answer questions. And if you go to my website, you will find go to my website and find Work With Me or Get Started, and you'll find a million courses on spiritual business, every aspect of it that would support you. And then there's free stuff on there, and there's courses that you can buy as well and you can take. So there's a lot that you can do. That's if my work resonates with you, if you think that I could be supportive. But otherwise, out there are so many teachers and coaches and trainers, marketers. So I would say to you, if you're starting out a business, just to look at investing in some sort of coaching support for yourself. Coaching support and system support. So I could talk all day about that, maybe another call. But any more questions that you have around that, Teresa, you can post them in the chat. I literally last week just did a 2-hour session on what I learned in the last 10 years of spiritual business. I did that in the Angel Circle. And one of the top things I can give it to you now is an email list provider. So that would be the very first system that I would recommend every single person starting a business, that you go and get yourself set up as an email provider. I use Aweber, some people use MailChimp. Just get that set up and start to build your community right from day one. That would be my number one top tip. So I hope that's useful. And Teresa, please let me know in the comments. So Elaine says, lots of fear coming up around change, which holds me back. So I'm guessing that your question is, so Elaine, focus upon divine and perfect health. God and Archangel Michael, thank you for continuously reminding me to focus upon perfect health and for guiding my actions so that they support my well-being. So Elaine, I'm going to, somebody write this down in the chat. I know I say it a million times, but one more time won't do any harm. It'll be helpful. Where your attention goes, energy flows and something grows. So somebody write that in the chat for me, please. I would really appreciate it. Where your attention goes, energy flows and something grows. Now, back in the day when I used to teach Reiki healing, I would say to the people that were with me, I would print this off and put it on every chair. And I would say, if you learn nothing else in this weekend, learn this off by heart. Learn this and take this, because it literally holds within it the rules of the universe, the ability to manifest whatever you want, and the ability to manage your mind and your fear. Because it helps you to understand that right now when the fear is coming up, and look, I'm putting my hand up, I've been in a place where there was anxiety, panic attacks, a complete fucking meltdown, and so I know what that's like, and I know when that can take over. But that doesn't sound like the fear that you're speaking about, Elaine. It feels like it's momentary fear, momentarily. And it's just about, it's related to something specific, a change that's coming up for you, or that you know in your heart that you need to make. So the good news is that the fear never goes away, in my experience. Now, that might be like, what do you mean? I mean that we just learn to manage it. We learn to embrace it. We learn to realize that every single time we shift and change and up level in our lives in any area of our life or business, health, relationships, it doesn't matter. Anything that we change is going to bring up fear. And the fear, the reason for the fear is just to keep us safe. It's just to keep us in our comfort zone. So it's like, I want to start this, I want to go out and meet some friends for coffee. I'm just taking a very simple example, not even going to go into business, but say, I want to meet some friends for coffee. Oh my God, what if I get sick? What if I'm not going to say any, what if I contract something and get sick by leaving the house? What if I fall and hurt myself? What if I go too far away and I can't get home? What if something happens with the car? What if I get punctured? And it's all of the fear that comes up. And this is exaggerated, most of the time. I'd say like now I'm just can't wait to get out. But, just an example, if that was you, if that was the way your mind is working when you're about to step outside. And it's like understanding that fear is just trying to keep you safe in your house and, where no harm can come to you. But if you were to reframe this, and I learned this years ago when I had this client, and I used to do NLP, and I did some about four sessions, I think, with this client, and he came to me with severe agoraphobia, is that what it's called? That he was just terrified of being in crowds, severe anxiety his whole life. We did a lot of work, and after 4 sessions, it was an amazing transformation in him. But one of the most mind-blowing parts of those sessions was when he described his anxiety. I said, tell me what happens. And he said, it starts in my belly, it starts to move up my body, and it comes out my head, and I just feel hot and bothered and very anxious. And then I said to him, tell me about excitement. How does that feel? And he said, well, it starts in my belly and it moves up into the top of my head, and it comes up here, and I feel really excited and agitated, but in a good way, and then it comes out of my head. And it was like, oh my God, fear and excitement are exactly the same. It's the story that we tell ourselves around that exact same emotion that causes the reaction, that causes the panic, or that causes the excitement. So that was mind-blowing for me. That changed my life, realizing that when those feelings come up, that I have a choice how to interpret them and how to respond. So I can say, oh my God, I am panicking. Or I can say, oh my God, I'm so excited that I'm just about to step outside the house, or I'm just about to get on a plane, or I'm just about to go home. So I can choose how to interpret that fear. So I hope that that's useful, Elaine. On a practical note, I would say to you to go and listen to Mel Robbins. I think it's Mel Robbins. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something like that method or something. And oh God, I think it's the 5-second rule. That's what it's called, the 5-second rule. So Mel Robbins and the 5-second rule. Elaine and anyone else that's this is resonating, this conversation is resonating with or is helpful. But her work is about the minute you have an idea, to take action within 5 seconds. Because more than 5 seconds, literally 3 or 4 seconds, your ego is going to jump in, the fear is going to jump in, and it's going to try and stop you. So it's literally about taking immediate action. And that will, oh my God, excuse me, that will change your life. So go, and if somebody wants to write that in the chat, that would be useful. So Mel Robbins, the 5-second rule, it's a book. You can get the audio book. You can go on YouTube, and she has millions of videos that you can listen to and binge watch for free. You could probably pick up the book in the library for free if you wanted, or you can buy it for what? $10 or $15. So that's what I would recommend. The other great book, the classic is Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway by Susan Jeffers. I've read and reread that book so many times in my life. That book, I got it first when I was about 16, and it literally, I would say that it supported me. It supported me my whole life. I still go back to some of the concepts in that book about how to recognize fear, how to understand it, how to embrace it, and how to feel the fear and do it anyway. So I recommend that as well. So I hope that's useful. Anyone else? Let me see. And Elaine, I'm going to quickly say, it says, completed my Reiki training, but ensure that this is the path for me. I'm meant to take any. So what I would say to you is, this is the card that came through. I was wondering what that was about. I just didn't see that message above. Right now, it's your personal healing journey that you're on. So just enjoy that. Just enjoy that for the moment, Elaine, and don't be worried about giving back right now, or should I turn this into a business right now? Don't worry about that right now. Give yourself another 6 months before you come back to that question. So I hope that that's useful. But just right now, just focus on your own healing journey. You're getting a lot from it, and just follow the little nuggets of what's next after you do the Reiki training, and just go with the flow. If you want to go deeper on the path, do more training. I'm trying to think of your man's name. I think it's William Hand. It's one of the best books I've ever read on Reiki. He does Reiki 1 and 2 in one book. I used to recommend that to my students, all of them, that they go and buy his book. I think it's William Hand is his name. But it's your own journey that you're on. So just focus on that for the moment, because it can be distracting when you start to think I have to give back, and then you do the healing, but it's for somebody else. It's to help somebody else in the end. So just focus on yourself for the next 6 months, and be like a sponge, take as much as you can. When you want support with your business, come back to me, Elaine, and I have a million courses and things that I can direct you to. So Mary says, what do I need to do next on my new path with my energy healing path, guided with angels, to get me out there officially, please and thank you. So there's a lot of business questions. So a lot of business questions. So I would say, I would say, look, anything that I've said up till now about business, take that on board, Mary. And also maybe have a look at the website and get started, see what you could get started with. There, the Abundant Heart is a program I recommend for everybody. It will help you to create your first package. It will help you to get clear on who your ideal client is, what the actual transformation is that you provide. And it will also help you to create your first package, and it gives you help and support to get online as well. So there's that would be the best starting place. And there's also the Spiritual Business Breakthrough, which is 1 day of a VIP day that I held with a group I was working with a few years ago, and it's all recorded, and you can go and you can avail of that. So that's what I recommend in terms of my resources. And your angels say, keep your eyes on your targeted intention. So thank you, Archangel Michael, for helping me focus on my inner vision and intention. I ask for your guidance in releasing any fears or doubts, granting me the confidence and courage to take action towards realizing my dreams. So this is an amazing card. Look at this. The angel has a bow and arrow, an archery, and it's just taking aim and about to let that arrow go. So this is everything that I said above is relevant to you starting out in a spiritual business. But your angels are saying it's very easy to get distracted and to find the next shiny bright object, and it's about deciding what you want and being what's the word? realistic. Some people want to set up a business and be making money in the first month. So be realistic. Give yourself 1 to 3 years to get a business up and running. You know, in today's instant gratification online, we want to get our course online and make millions immediately. So it's about be realistic and give yourself 1 to 3 years when you're starting out in a business. If it's a brand new business and you've never been in this business before, just give yourself that time. You know, it just helps you to be a bit realistic about your expectations. And then starting out, your number 1, 2 things are your email list. I can tell you from someone that's in business years and online about 7 years, your email list is one of the most important places to start. So take my advice and do that. And the second place is get some coaching support or a program support so that you have a step-by-step process to follow. And I'm going to add something else here because I love learning. I have a degree in adult education and training. So I am a lifelong learner. I love reading books. I love taking courses. I probably have 3 courses right now that I'm dipping in and out of. Online, I'm working with 3 or 4 different coaches and different programs. So, you know, I really believe in having an education that's broad and that you learn as much as you can. However, it's worth realizing in the very beginning, in the early days, find a coach or find a program and do it from A to Z. So any coach or program, if you follow it consistently, take all of the steps, will help and support you. And I think that if I look back at my journey, that's one of the ways that I have. Michelle is here. Michelle, if you have anything to add about coaching, Michelle has been a business coach and she's now focusing more on her life coaching, life path design. But I'm sure you have something to add to this conversation, or anybody else that's here that has anything to add, please do. But it's like, what was I going to say? I'm about to lose my train of thought. It's about just finding that you know, getting that one course or program to start with and completing the steps, going from the beginning to the end, and then come back and go, okay, what's next? So if I look at my journey over the last 10 years, that's been the thing, is that I have paid, honestly, thousands of euros for coaches and programs. And I would say that if I had just stick with one and had finished it, every single part of it completely, I probably would have shaved off about 3 years of struggle, unnecessary struggle, where I just was jumping onto the next shiny thing before I completed one thing and making excuses and complaining and moaning and this isn't right for me and whatever, instead of just giving it 100% and then deciding what was the next thing after that. And that's down to personality as well. You know, it's how you're wired, so there's no blame with that, and it can be difficult if you have a mind wired like me or like many light workers to just stick. I'm a great starter and I have difficulty finishing. I can start and do to 70%, and it's that last 30% that really I need help and support with. So I hope that that's useful, Mary, but this is what your angels are saying, is focus and keep going, A to Z, one step at a time. So let me just, so Nicholas says, I ask myself and teacher, what do I need to learn, heal, or ask for help on? Love that. Michelle says, if I was setting up a business again, the first thing I do is get a coach or mentor that you resonate with. Love that advice. Thank you. Being realistic about the whole thing. Yeah, you know, it's not going to be a quick fix. You need to put in place your foundations. Start lots of projects, but find it hard to put them out there. Yes. So I get it. But I would, Muriel, for you, and I know that you have so many projects and so many cards and books and artwork and things going on, that I would just take one thing, like your Oracle deck, for example. You could just focus on that for 6 months and try to get set up your marketing plan. That could be, I'll do a Facebook Live every day for a month and just do one of your cards, choose one of your cards. Or you could open a Facebook group, and you could charge a very small amount for members to join that group, and you could get some focus on healing on the angel cards. You could set up a Facebook ad and send people to your cards. You could set up a promotion for a month, send people to your cards. So there's lots of ways that you could, but I would focus on one thing, Muriel, because I know that as creatives, that's our thing, is creating more and more stuff. But it's sometimes that can be a distraction from actually taking that one thing and sending it out into the world, into as many hands as possible. And then most people that will buy one thing from you will buy your other stuff. If they like your stuff, they will come back to find the rest of your stuff. That's how Amazon works. It's like when you want to buy a book, they say, everyone who bought this book bought this and this as well by the same author, or somebody that bought these Oracle cards also bought this book. Do you want to add them to your package? So there can be systems that you use. But I would say to you, Muriel, because I'm feeling the overwhelm when I tune into you, and I would say to just give one thing your focus to and come into the angel circle, Muriel, and let's talk around the mindset stuff that's coming up for you around that as well. Because as light workers, that's it. We're dealing with receiving money for our healing gifts. So there can be years and years of money blocks around that we shouldn't be receiving money for our healing gifts. That should be for free, even though we all have mortgages and we all have bills to pay. And I have a lot to say about that, so I don't want to take up too much time on this. I would say to you, Muriel, if you didn't watch it, go and watch that spiritual that 2-hour VIP session that I did in the Angel Circle. Just tune in and watch that if you haven't watched it already, and go and read the ebook that's with that. Michelle, more advice about business. Don't try to do things through free systems. It'll cost you dearly in time, energy and money. Start with the best systems you can afford. Yeah. If I could go back again, I would just, yeah. Okay. So, okay, so there's so much advice coming in here for business. So I would, anyone that's interested, go and read through all of these comments. So Chila, hello, my darling, lovely to see you. If I put my focus into working in English instead of Hungarian, would that be more beneficial to me? I've done the logical, sorry, the comments, I have to try and open this. Decision making around the tonic, but in my heart, I'm still hesitating. I would do both, but I've tried that and it did not work because it was like building 2 businesses in parallel. Help from the angels was welcome. So, the decision that you made, so what are you currently in business? Is it in Hungarian or is it in English? Chilla. Is it in Hungarian or is it in English right now? And okay, so there's 2 very interesting cards coming up for you, my love. So one card is your children are watched over by angels. Dear guardian angels, thank you for watching over my children and ensuring their happiness and safety. Please guide me so that I know the best ways to be a good parent and role model for my own and other people's children. So I'll come back to that in a moment. And this other card says, let go of the fear now. Archangel Michael, please help me feel safe and deserving of your guidance. Thank you for clearing me of heavy, toxic or ego-based thoughts or feelings. So, yeah, so it's Hungarian. So, and is it that you want to do it in English? Okay. Now working in English. So, this is what's coming through from these cards, okay? As light workers, people with heart, anyone with heart, for God's sake, we can feel responsible. There can be a sense of responsibility and duty for people. We all have a bit of the mother in us. So I feel like literally what I can see in my mind is you walking on water from Hungary to an English. I can see you walking from Hungary to London, England. Physically in my mind, I can see that, like you're a big giant and you can just walk over. And I can't remember what country you're in right now, but it just feels like there's a physical image in my mind of you taking that journey. So I would say that there is feelings of feeling responsible. Maybe you've put so much work and effort into the Hungarian side that there's some rule that when we invest our time, energy and money into something, it can be harder, even if it's not working, to say goodbye. So it's some rule, and I don't know what it is, but it's like an investment. You make an investment, it's not doing well, but you just say, oh my God, I'm 10 years investing in this, I'm not going to pull out now because it might come good. So even though it's a bad investment, you just keep pouring money into it because you've invested 10 years already. So that's what this feeling is, that there's a sense of responsibility, and you're like, look at the two swords in these cards. They're just like, just time to cut the ties. Time to say, okay, I'm done with this. I've tried it. I've done everything I wanted to do. I've given it my best. It's not making money. I'm a businesswoman. If you're a charity, that's okay. But if you're a businesswoman, then you need to be in a business that's actually physically making money. So otherwise it's a hobby. If you're not making money, it's a hobby. Even charities make money. Well, it's a hobby if you're not making money. So I would say to you that these cards are saying it's time to cut the ties. It's time to move on. It's time to draw a line in the sand and say, okay, I've tried that. It's now time to do something else. And I would say 100% start to build your business right now in English. So, and that's not normally something that I would say. I would normally say go with your mother tongue language and build your business there. But in this case, your angels are very clearly saying it's time to cut the ties and start something new. And just acknowledging the sense of responsibility. There might be some family systems work to do around around Hungary. You know, some work with the land, asking the land to let you go, thanking the land for supporting you and being, supporting you all these years. And it might be just, do the cutting of the ties. Chill, I think you're in the angel circle. I'm sure you have a cutting of the ties meditation that you can do if you're not in there. But just do cutting of the ties with Michael and Archangel Raphael. We're in the angel power class next week, so I will be posting cutting up the ties. I'll be posting so much in there to help and support you. So, but if you know how to do it, just go and do that this week. And do any forgiveness work, do some journaling around moving on to the next step. And what I'm seeing is that the minute you make that decision, and I'm not asking you to make it now with me, I'm saying, you have to feel into that and take some time with that over the next few days, even week or so. When you're ready, when you've made that decision, doors will open. People will arrive to help and support you. The right person, the right book, the right course, whatever you need will suddenly arrive on your path to help and support you. So I hope that that's useful. So where are we on time? I'm sorry for this. There's hay fever, there's pollen. Not pollen, there's oh God, dandelions in the air around here, and it seems to be bringing up a bit. I never had hay fever in my life until this year, so itchy nose. So my darlings, oh, so that's it, Sheila. So I stayed in Hungarian business because I felt it my responsibility to support my own people. So that's it, love. That's it. So I'm giving you permission to just bring forgiveness to that, to bring love to that, to ask your angels to support you, to thank the land, and to say all karmic obligations are fulfilled, and I now release myself from this responsibility, and I'm now free to pursue whatever the next stage of my business evolution is bringing me on. How wonderful is that? I feel very excited, Chilla. Very, very excited for the next step, love. Okay, so anyone, if you want a card, I'm going to do one or two more. Muriel, I will tag you in the Angel Circle on that. It's in the file section. If the 2-hour business session that I did. Let me see. I'm going to just pick another question here. Okay, any more questions? Put them in now. Okay, so Karen says, I am totally lost as what I should be doing or where I should be going. Oh, my darling. Karen, are you still here? Are you still here? Okay, so the card that's come up for you, Karen, I'll read this card and then I'll talk some more about that. Romance angels are helping you. Dear guardian angels of my soulmate, thank you for preparing my soulmate and me for love, for giving us the motivation to make helpful life changes, and for arranging for us to meet. Thank you for helping us recognize each other and have the courage to say hello, so that we can eventually delve into a truly intimate relationship. Okay, so Karen, maybe you're looking for love, and that could be what this card is about. And if that's resonating, that's message, then take that message. But I also want to add in, I'll tell you what's coming through me right now, and that might be helpful, is a thing I did, and I was actually going to wear it and I forgot. I picked it up and I put it down, and then I forgot about it. Years ago I read Denise Lynn, for anyone that knows Denise Lynn, posted this in one of her books, and she said that she had an honouring ceremony, and she married herself. So she decided that she was going to love and honour herself for the rest of her life. She bought herself a ring, she had a beautiful outfit, and she had a wonderful ceremony in her home, and she just literally married herself and said, from now on, I'm going to love and honour you. So this might sound like a strange thing to do, but it might be something worth considering. So I did something similar a few years ago. I bought myself a really expensive diamond ring. I'm not a girl for diamonds. I don't wear much jewelry. This is my wedding ring, but I bought myself a diamond ring, and it was more than I'd ever spent on a piece of jewelry. But it was more the symbolism of I had chosen to marry myself. I had chosen to commit to myself. Of course, I'm still married to my husband. I still have commitments and responsibilities to my kids and to everything else, my business. But I just bought this ring with the conscious decision that I was now committing to Aishling. So that might be worth doing, something like that. But what's coming up through that, Karen, is that sometimes we're like, what should I be doing? Where should I be going? What's the next step for me? And we can get caught up in a lot of shoulds and pulling you out of your present moment. You know, and a big piece of that, and I just spoke about that today to someone I was speaking to, a voice message I left, and it's around comparing. You know, you look around and you see other people doing this, that, and the other, and you think that's how it should be. So where I am right now, because it doesn't look like that, it's wrong. And you make yourself wrong, and you make your life wrong. So years ago, the angel said to me, you are always on track. You are always living your life purpose. You're always on track. No matter if it looks like shit, if it's challenging as hell, if it's brings up grief and pain and whatever it brings up in your life, there is just the one thing that is certain is that nobody in this group has had a 100% Rosie in the garden life. It's impossible. It is fucking impossible. So if it's impossible, isn't it reasonable to say that that is life? That life is going to have challenges and is, for some of us, really extreme challenges, but everybody is going to have challenge on some level of their life. So that is life. That is what life is about. So that must be the path. That must be how we learn. So it's about embracing where you are right now, even if it's not where you fucking want to be in your life, in your relationships, in your business, wherever you want to be, but embracing where you are right now. And years ago, there was a girl who came to one of my classes, and she'd had a really awful divorce, separation and divorce. In Ireland, it was endless years to separate before you can get divorced. And I think it's changed now, hopefully. But anyway, she was a young girl, and she'd had this really horrible divorce. And, you know, she was in that moment in her life where she was thinking her self-esteem had gone out the window, her self-confidence had gone out the window. She was just wrecked, and an emotional wreck after the experience of this divorce. And she was coming to my angel classes every week, and we became friends. And I said to her, I don't know what it was, one class or something, and I said to her, you know, I was single for years, and I had a great time, great life, but there was that comparison going on that I was old enough now, I should be in a relationship, a proper relationship, I was still having a lot of fun, but I just wasn't committing to anybody. But I was making up lots of stories about that. And I was making it wrong. And I was making it something wrong with me. And I could see her doing the same. I'd see that this relationship had failed, you know, quote unquote. And that she was making up lots of stories around that. And it just hadn't been right for her. But she was making up stories around that. So I said to her, do you know what I would have loved? I met Leo when I was 29, and we're nearly 20 years together now. And not saying that that's been rosy all the time. It's life. But I said to her, I wish that someone had said to me when I was 21 and 22 and 23, and then comparing myself to everybody else. I wish somebody had said to me, you know what, you'll meet the guy for you, you'll meet the girl for you, you'll meet the partner for you, you'll meet that other person that you're going to fall in love with and is going to make you feel like you're the center of their universe and they're the center of yours and whatever, and you're going to build a life together. So it's going to happen eventually in exactly the right timing that it's meant to happen. So if it's going to happen, maybe you could just focus on enjoying the freedom, the everything that you have going on in your life right now. So if someone had said that to me, I could have enjoyed 300% more the experience that I was having being single at that time, because I fucking tell you, as soon as I got married and had kids, I saw the beauty of that time. I saw all the time that I had, all the freedom that I had. You know, up until 29, everybody else was married with kids, and I was still floating around the world, traveling around the world, having a fucking great time, but making up stories that there was something missing, that there was something lacking. So I you know, that helped her. And I think 2 years later, she messaged me and said, I'm at meeting the man of my dreams. But that had helped her to just enjoy where she was and to get through as best, because she still had a lot of grieving and a lot of her own personal journey, healing journey to go through in that time. So I hope that is useful in some way for you, Karen, or for anyone else that's experiencing that today. Permission to fucking enjoy your life where you are. You're exactly in the right place. You are on track. This is all part of the plan, and it will not make sense. None of it would make sense until 5 years down the line or 10 years down the line, and you look back and you go, because even though I was on that I gave that class the other day on spiritual business, and I thought what I would do differently, I still said I didn't regret anything. Every single thing was useful, no matter how challenging, no matter how right or wrong that I thought it was, that it was all useful. So it won't be until hindsight that you can look back and you can say, oh my God, thank God for that. So I thank God for those beautiful single years that I had to do so much spiritual work, to just have a fucking blast. You know, I just wish I had enjoyed it more. Okay, my darling, so I think I'm going to leave it there for you. I think I've answered a lot of the questions. I'm going to do one more, and that's for Dolores. Aishling, could you pick a card for me? A bit of clarity. I'm all over the place. I'm going to just pick a card for Dolores, but just before I do that, I'm going to say to you, the Angel Power Masterclass is officially opened now, but it will be starting Monday for 7 days. So Monday to the 23rd. And the Angel Circle will be open, so I'll post details about that. And invite your friends, because I don't think I'm going to be doing this masterclass again this year. That's my feeling right now. It might change, but I'm feeling like I probably won't do it again. I have the Oracle cards coming out. I want to do an actual course on how to read Oracle cards using my own. I have a lot that I want to, and I want to redo my book. I want to just completely redo that and update it and probably re-release it. So I have a lot coming up, so I probably will not do this live version again. So I would say to you, enjoy it, participate as much as you can, bring your family and friends along who love angels and would like to participate and just be with us for this week. And yes, and that is it. So that is it. So I'm going to pick one card for Dolores around clarity. So that's for any of you that are looking for clarity right now in your life. And the message is very strong. Have confidence. Archangel Michael, please lend me your courage and fortitude. Help me to realize that I am one with all that is divine. Wisdom, strength, love, creativity, abundance, and health. Allow me to feel confident and peaceful about myself in all ways. I love the hearts. Thank you. You know, Emily said to me this week, she said that, I think I'm really beautiful, Mom. And I said, why do you think that? And she said, because now we're living in Italy. She's blonde hair, blue eyes. So it's not a thing that you see every day in Italy. So of course she stands out. And lots of people will say, oh my God, there's a beautiful child. So she said to me, because all of these people are telling me that I'm beautiful. And I said, yeah. I said, and that feels really nice. But it's also worth remembering that you need to think that you're beautiful as well. So when you look in the mirror, you can look in your own eyes and say, I'm beautiful. So it's nice when other people say you're beautiful, but it's good when you can say that about yourself as well. So we can have a whole conversation here about inner beauty and outer beauty and all that, but I'm not going to go there. So what I just want to say for you, Dolores, and for anyone else listening to this, that you've forgotten how fucking amazing you are. You've forgotten how much strength and fortitude you have. You've forgotten about all of the achievements that you've achieved in your life. You've forgotten if you have kids and you've managed to grow them, that's an achievement. If you are a woman on this planet and you've lived for more than 30 years, that is an achievement. You have experienced a roller coaster of emotion and life events and work and relationships, and you've experienced a whole in this human earth school. And if you come through that and you're in a stage of sanity and in good health, then it's already a masterpiece. It's already something to be thankful for and something to be grateful. If you have food in the fridge, you have a house that's warm, that is something to be grateful for and to be like, I have achieved that in my life. There are millions and millions and millions of people that don't have that on the planet right now today. Like literally millions. Look at India, what's happening over there right now. I watched, I'm sending love there. I'm thinking about how I can help and support those people. I'll come back to you in June. But it's like there are millions of people that don't have what you have. So you have accomplished that for yourself. You've put food on the table. You have a healthy body. It's best that we can do, depending on what age we are. You know, my body is different now at nearly 50 than it was when I was 20. But it's still healthy. And I can pay for medicine if I need it, if I get sick. I can pay for food. I can pay for nice things. We just painted this wall pink. You know, I can pay for whatever I want to support me in my life. So if you have achieved that, Dolores, and for anyone else, then you're already on the pig's back. You're already doing great. So it would be helpful. I did a meditation and it's on my podcast or it's on my page. It's probably in this group, and it was for International Women's Day. And I would say to you to go back and listen to that. And it was just about acknowledging yourself and everything that you are as a woman on this planet today, and all of your ancestors and everything, all the women that have birthed so that you could be here, and all the experiences and the challenges that they've had, and just really acknowledging how amazing you are right now. And just take a minute to consider the year and a half that we've had, which is unusual to say the least. An extraordinary year where we have been forced indoors, inside. Human contact was just not allowed apart from close family members. If you were, the people that have lived alone, I think have struggled the most in this last year and a half with physical contact, physical human contact. So I would just say, if you got through the year, you're doing well. We need each other. We need community. We need to support each other. And I don't know, the question you asked for was clarity, Dolores, and the feeling from the message, have confidence, that's come through. This beautiful, handsome angel is just saying, just focus on the now, focus on what you have. And that should give you some clarity. Hopefully that's given me a lot of clarity today, to just focus on the here and now, focus on the small things. So I hope that's useful. What a lovely session. It was absolutely beautiful to be here. I'm going to be here almost every day next week. So I look forward to that. And I look forward to welcoming you also into the Angel Circle when the doors open for that as well. I will go back through the comments and see if I missed anything. Loads of love, my darlings. Have an amazing day, an amazing weekend, and I will see you in here on Monday. Loads of love. Bye.